Hey everyone, it's Sammy from Scrapmaster's Paradise, and I actually have a full new scrapbook room tour video for you guys. It is a long video where I walk through everything in my new scrapbook room in the new house that we built, and I'm super excited to get that posted for you guys. I got a new stamp set in. I want to talk about my countertop arrangement, and then I want to tell you my little scrapbook progress. You can see I've got some scraps here. I was actually making something. So I actually made a scrapbook layout. It's been well over a year. Stella is going to be 9 months this week. In 4 days, actually. She's going to be 9 months. And it's the first scrapbook page I think I've made since her being born. And even before then, like when we moved into the rental house before we built this house, I was pregnant with her. I had just found out, and I was really sick with morning sickness. I had lots of pregnancy complications, and so I didn't scrapbook at all then either. So I was super excited to get back in here and actually make a scrapbook layout, which I'll share with you in a minute. I just want to kind of walk through a couple of things. So I actually have been doing a little bit of scrapbooking using my phone and the Project Life app. So I do have some layouts I do need to print from when she was first born, like the first few weeks of her life. I have layouts done with that. And I was trying to make it to where I picked like the best photos of the first few weeks and then the best photos of the first few months of her life. And it's all photos together, not just photos of her, but family photos and everything. So I do plan on getting those printed at some point to put in my 2019 and 2020 albums. And my 2019 album has like 4 layouts in it. I'm not gonna lie, it's like nothing hardly, but I am trying to get back into it, trying to do a little bit more here and there. And I wanted to just show you guys my beginning progress. I'm just super excited to get my room set up again. I do have a dedicated room again. I'm just really thankful for it. So anyway, I want to walk through everything. I did order more stamps from the greeting farm. Let's go ahead and zoom in actually. That'll probably be good enough. They release these big kits. Usually they're rubber, but I think the last few they've been switching to the photopolymer, which they use the really good photopolymer for their clear stamps, which I really like. I think it's the same company that used to make my stamps, probably makes theirs as well. It's a really nice, nice tacky feeling. It doesn't bead up most inks, so you get a really nice, clear, crisp image with these stamps. But I actually love their big kits. It's more bang for your buck, and you have to watch and get it during the pre-sale, so it's a little bit cheaper. I think I paid $40 for this, plus shipping was $4, so $44 versus I think $48 original price. And that's if they have any left. A lot of times they sell out of these really quick, so they may have some left in the store. I'll link to if they do. But I just love the Greeting Farm stamps. I've designed for them before. I've done, I think, like a little sponsorship thing with them before. I just really, really like them. I like working with them, and I love their stamps for coloring. I'm so out of practice now that it's gonna be like kindergarten level coloring for me, but I still have all my Copics and things, so I'm going to hopefully get back into it. But I got this mermaid kit. It is called Mermaids Galore. And I really just love all the images, especially like the little turtle. It's just super duper cute, and they're really good size. They do have some like bigger mermaids, and I think I have some of the bigger ones, but they take up like an entire card front. Whereas these, you could probably put 2 on a card easily, or just do 1 with some elements and things, or make a scene with it, with all the little sea creatures. I just thought it was super cute. And the sentiments are cute. Just keep swimming. You're simply marvelous, like a mermaid. Made for each otter, which is super cute. Sure thing, swimming by to say hello. That's just super cute. Livy now loves coloring. She's 5, almost 5 and a half actually. And I'm gonna stamp some of these for her to color and cut out and glue down and things. She likes to make all sorts of crafty things. So that will be something she and I can sort of work on together. So I just wanted to let you guys see it. And like I said, I did place another order with them. I'm still waiting to receive that. I ordered during their, what they call farmers market. It's where they bring back some retired stamps and discount some other stamps that are in their store. And I picked up quite a few things. I just really love their stamps. So I ended up getting a bunch. Oh, and I also love the little bubble accents. One of my neighbors just left. My scrapbook room is in the front of the house, so I can like peek and see all the people on our street. So I just love the stamp. I'm excited. I wanted to keep it closed up and show you guys it before I dove in and inked everything up. The clear stamps do tend to stain when they're sticky and nice quality, but it's no big deal. I just wanted to show you guys nice and pristine and clean and new. Anyway, let's move on. I will have another Greeting Farm haul whenever that other haul comes. It's hard to know when things are going to actually arrive. But anyway, I have an album set up here. Hopefully you guys can see. It says 2020, and I know we're in July. I finally got my album set up. Stella's started sleeping through the night consistently. I've been getting better consistent sleep, and I'm ready to get back into here a little bit. So there you go. The album says 2020. I already put some page protectors in, and I have one single scrapbook page in this album. All right, now I have to zoom back out. Zoom back out. There we go. Okay, so there is the layout. It is of Stella holding a drumstick. We gave her the drumsticks for the first time and she just loved it. She was screaming and squealing and smiling so big. And so this is Johnny's electric drum set. He's had it since he graduated. It was a graduation gift from his aunt. So we've had that thing for a really long time. It still works great, and we've got it set up in this house. We haven't had it set up in a while, so it's really nice to have it out. We have a media room that's also going to be a music room. So there's the drum set. I'll go ahead and pop this out and show you guys. I used some Elle's studio papers, and everything I have is completely out of date. I have hardly bought anything in the last like 2 years or even more than that. So everything's kind of older, but I love it. I used a Stampin' Up! Happy swirly word and then some alphas. I think these may have also been Elle's Studio, these die cuts. And then Elle's Studio, that was the paper strip that was actually on the pattern paper. You can see the back of this pattern paper. It's just a much older thing that they have. And I use a really, really, really old My Mind's Eye paper. And I remember it's My Mind's Eye because of the pattern on there. I got like a kit, and it had a bunch of their Valentine's Day papers. So this is like years and years and years old. I cut out some of the flowers. And then I also used a die, and that die is from Simon Says Stamp. I'll put that paper back so I don't lose it. So that die is from Simon Says Stamp, and I ended up making the same shapes multiple times. Here's my little like jar of child-proofing stuff. And so I cut out the roses with the white and the pink and then pieced them together. And that was kind of tedious, but I really liked the way it looked with the two colors together. So I've got the white on the outside, the pink on the inside, and I punched out more so I could make more for a various other project. So I just kept them in here, and then I also punched out, I think Libby punched that yellow one, but I punched out 2 layers of green so that I could do the same thing with the green. And then I alternated the greens. So I really just liked the way that looked. I put another one up here, and then that's an old paper. I don't even know. That was just a paper scrap I had. I organized my pattern paper, by the way, which I'll talk about in a different video. But I just really liked how it looked. I also still have and love slick writers. I called it a fine liner, but it's actually a slick writer. This one's actually Scrapbook.com's same one. They call it a black writer, but it's the same exact thing as the slick writer from American Crafts. Like, those are made in the same factory. They're the exact same thing. And it says, quick dry ink for slick surfaces. Acid-free, permanent, waterproof, non-toxic. So, I mean, it says the exact same stuff on both of them. It's just one is branded for Scrapbook.com. And I like that they sell them individually too, if you like just one particular pen size, which I do. I prefer one size. Anyway, I use those all the time. I basically use these anytime I'm doing journaling. You can write directly on photos with this. You can write on washi tape with these. They're excellent, excellent pens. I probably talk about them in every video, but I just really like how simple and easy it turned out. I did actually follow a sketch for this, which you would never know. I'll show you the sketch. I've got to pull it up. I've been saving things on Instagram, and I showed this to my best friend, and I showed her what I copied, and she's like, you would never know that those were the same. Okay, so it's from Cocoa Vanilla Studio. This was Anita Bounds. I think that's how to say her name. So it's just posted on Cocoa Vanilla Studios Instagram. So there it is. I copied the same basic things like flowers around it with the title. I've got flowers around it with the title. Got elements down at the bottom, elements down at the bottom, elements down at the top, or up at the top, elements up at the top. I didn't copy like the colorful around the edge because I wanted this background to be the colorful. But basically, I copied it and it looks totally different, but I love using sketches like that. And since I'm so out of practice with scrapbooking, I find it's really helpful to copy. So there you go. It looks totally different, but I use the same elements. When I look at a layout as inspiration to scrap lift, I look at it and then I put it away. So whatever I imagined in my head comes together, and that's what it is. So there you go. There's the inspiration too. I will link to their Instagram. They post gorgeous, gorgeous layouts. Their design team is just amazing. So I love looking at theirs. So there you go. There's my first layout of Stella. And that was 6/16, so she was 8 months old. 8 months and a little bit, so she's getting to be big already. It's flying by. So anyway, got this album set up. Got my first layout in here, and then I put in quite a few page protectors so I can just stick more pages in as I go. And it took me all the way until July to even get one layout in here, which is pretty crazy, but that's just the way it is. So I'm excited to have this. It is a D-ring, and somebody said these Becky Higgins Project Life albums are no longer made. They have been discontinued. I haven't even been in a scrapbook store in a long time, so I wouldn't even know. But I kept all my old ones when I did my album purge. I kept everything that was still working that I liked so that I can use it for future albums. So this is one of them I just repurposed. And there you go. It says 2020. I used some stickers from Elle Studio for that. I've got some of their sticker sheets. I have a whole drawer of alphabets, and this is one of the ones in the drawer, so I just used it. And that was it. So I think that's it for this video. I hope that you guys liked it. I said in my last video I wanted to be back and scrapbook again and get in here, and it's just taken me a really long time. With all the things going on in the world, I just feel exhausted. That's like a good way to put it. I'm still breastfeeding. Just until recently, she's not been super consistent about night sleep. And even then, some nights she'll still wake up, but for the most part, she's sleeping through the night pretty consistently now. And I'm starting to get the house put together. We've been unpacking and organizing for the last couple of months, being cooped up at home, and slowly but surely getting back into it. So I can't guarantee videos on any sort of schedule at this point. Even my other channels kind of been neglected at this point, but I hope you guys liked it nonetheless, and I hope you'll subscribe so you can follow me along, and that's it. So have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.